Hey yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to another video on the MTGnerds channel. Today we are going to be doing something a little bit different. I've been wanting to do this for a little while. We are going to be doing a Q&A, just as a little thing, I don't know, to do for fun. Some of the questions, or most of the questions, are Magic the Gathering related. I got them all from my Instagram, so if you want to check me out on Instagram, it's at MTGnerds. But before we hop into this, first of all, if you hear any construction noises in the background, it's because the leprechauns left a pot of gold in my backyard and we're currently digging for it. No, I'm just kidding. we're getting a pool, so they're digging out a ton of the dirt so that they can put stuff in. So if you hear any construction noises, that is why. Also, if you want to help support the channel, you can just subscribe and like the video. It helps out a ton. Helps out a lot more than you would even think, actually, especially since I'm a smaller channel. But with that being said, let's hop straight into this video. So our first question, you can check these guys all out on Instagram, is Samson.Venning. His question is, how long does it take to build the EDH decks? So if you don't know, I'm building custom commander decks. You can check out the links for them down below. They typically take anywhere from, honestly, some of them only take me about 30 minutes to an hour, or like I've had one or two that have taken me around an hour to like an hour and a half, but usually not much more than that. I do make sure I spend some good time afterwards. After I'm done building them, I'll typically go over them a few more times just to make sure that they actually have good cards in them and there's enough synergy there for them to be actually useful decks, despite them being pretty budget. So yeah, hopefully that answers your question. It's pretty much it varies from like 30 minutes to an hour and a half, and then I will go back after that time period before I list them to make sure they are actually ready to be sold. So that is that question. Our next question comes from Corbin_Kelly_. Are any of my EDH decks budget? So a lot of you guys have questions about this stuff. I don't know if you're talking about my personal EDH decks that I use or the ones that I sell, so I'm just going to answer both of those questions. The first, my EDH decks are typically not budget. I spend quite a bit of money on them because MTG is an addiction, and I'm not even gonna lie. But you know, it's fun. It's worth it. All of my decks range from probably $100 to $300 for Commander, and then my modern decks are what really gets pretty expensive because that's mostly what I play personally. Which I guess you could call $100 EDH deck. That's pretty budget. So yeah, I guess one of my personal EDH decks is budget. And then as for my EDH decks that I sell, all of them are budget currently. We'll probably have competitive ones going up soon. That's kind of what I want to work towards, is some more higher end ones for you guys. But most of the decks on there are all budget friendly, except for the modern decks, which I do have a couple competitive modern decks up there since I do play competitive modern myself. So I do kind of know the ropes and that kind of thing. EDH, I know what I'm doing for sure, but just budget things when it comes to running a business is more of what's holding me back there. So hopefully that answers your question. Thank you for your question. StompyKing_MTG. Once again, you can check all these guys out on Instagram. Best advice to someone starting their YouTube channel. My best advice is, whether it's Magic related or not, this kind of goes for anyone. So I'm obviously a smaller channel. I'm not very big at all. But keep your head up, because sometimes it feels like a lot of work. And I'm sure you've heard this if you watched any other videos, like how to start a YouTube channel or whatever. You've probably heard this before, but keep your head up. Keep going. It gets stressful. It's a lot of work, especially when I did Summer Madness and posted a video every single day for 75 days. I still can't believe I did that. I want to do it again this year, except last year it taught me that the quality of videos that I was posting wasn't that great, and I wasn't spending a ton of time editing them. So I'm going to do it again this year, hopefully, and edit them really well. And yeah, I know I'm not done answering the question, but yeah, just a little sneak peek. Summer Madness will be a part 2 this year, with better videos. So my best advice to you is, like I said, don't get overwhelmed, don't get stressed out. If you are starting to get stressed out, you're doing it for fun in the beginning. You don't want to expect going into it that you're going to run a business or anything. I certainly didn't. I would expect that my expectations when I started, and honestly, I would suggest them to you as well, is go into it thinking this is just going to be a hobby. It's just going to be for fun. I'm not going to get anywhere with it in terms of business. I might grow quite a bit, but I'm probably not going to run a business from it. That's where my head was at. I actually, even if your main goal is to run a business with it, which is great, keep your head high, keep your goals up there. If you go into it looking at it like it's a hobby, you'll have a ton more fun. You'll see it less like a job in the beginning. I definitely suggest doing that. And then find your thing that you want to really do with your YouTube channel. Whether it's magic or something else, you want to make sure you're focusing on something that you enjoy making, because it makes it way more fun. Like MTG, I've been doing it forever. I pretty much cover a ton of different topics in MTG, but I know a lot of people just do openings because that's what they enjoy doing. But yeah, you really just want to find something you enjoy making so that it makes it more fun for you, and you can be more yourself, and makes it more fun for the viewers watching it because you're less faking your personality, I guess. But yeah, hopefully that answered your question pretty well. Next is Roblox Remixer. What is your favorite 3-color commander? Personally, I only have a few commander decks, but Tulane is my absolute favorite commander at the moment, although I love my dragon deck as well. They're pretty tied, pretty much, but Tulane is 3 colors. It's forest, plains, island. He is awesome. If you don't know what he is, I'll pop up a picture. Basically, you get to draw cards, play lands, and draw more cards. And play more lands. And draw more cards, and play more lands, and draw more cards, and play more lands. And you get some ETB triggers, and tons more ETB triggers. It's a ton of fun. If you like triggers, it's fun. If you like value engines, it's fun. It's pretty powerful, too. I've won on turn, like, 5 and 6, like, in a 4-player game, so he's really powerful, honestly. Yeah, that's a good question. Let me know what your guys' favorite 3-color commander decks are down below, or just your favorite commander, whatever. But yeah, Tulane, super fun. Actually planning on selling him soon on the EDH custom decks page, so keep your eyes open for that. Leonardo _Barbaro, I don't know, hopefully I'm saying that right, 13. He says, what's happening with the virus where you are? I'm in New England. That's a little region for you. New England in the U.S. And, there's quite a bit of virus stuff going on, just like anywhere, though. Yeah, kind of just hunkered down in the house, I've currently taking school online. So I think every school in the U.S. at this point is doing that. I could be wrong. I haven't really looked much into it, but yeah, just, hanging out at home and making more content. That's kind of where I was like, hey, I have extra time now. Might as well make a ton of content for you guys. That's why I'm posting a ton more this week and hopefully keep that going even when I do go back to school inevitably. So, yeah, that's pretty much the little check-in on that. And then, relating to that, Harris _Keekley says, how's life? Man, it's pretty good. I'm enjoying it. How are you? Yeah, pretty fun stuff. Keep your head up during the rough times sometimes. Have fun with life. You only get to live it once, that kind of corny stuff, but it's key. Have fun. Back into some magic stuff. Sounding Elk asks, should there be an MTG movie like Best in Show? Not sure what the second half of that question is, to be honest with you. But an MTG movie would be sick. Like, I'm down for that. I would even help direct it and stuff. I would film it. I don't care. That would be amazing. Telling the story of Magic, because I know that's like the one area of Magic that I'm pretty gray on, is the whole story of it. Like, that's something that I would really like to spend some time on and really engross myself into and read the books and that kind of thing, but I just don't have time to. So I think if they could make like an hour and a half, 2-hour movie, or maybe even a series of movies on it, that would be sick, and I would highly, highly recommend it. So Wizards, if you're watching, make it happen. Make it happen. W_M.cards with a Z asks, would you be able to make the order I'm making cheaper? Now, I did already address him on this, but I did want to address it on video, because most of the orders for custom EDH decks, if you're ordering any, if you do contact me on Instagram, I will give you a little bit of a sale. If you look in the description of the listings on each deck, usually there is a little coupon code that you can message me on Instagram for $10, $5 off. But also, if you're interested in a deck and it's maybe just a little bit too much for you, you can always message me and say, hey, I'm looking to pay this, and we can negotiate, or maybe I'll just accept your offer right away. Yeah, so if you're interested and, I'm charging a little bit too much for your wallet, make sure you give me a message. I'll try and work with you as best as possible. I do want to get those decks to you guys, even if I don't make any money on them or whatever. But, yeah, make sure you contact me, and I will definitely look into trying to get that cheaper for you. So my prices are very negotiable. And our last question for the day is Azorius Archive. What is your favorite guild and why? Now that is a question right there. So my top 3 is what I'm going to do because I suck at picking favorites. Sorry for the camera angle change, by the way, if it changed at all, because my camera tends to stop recording and I kind of forgot about that. I already answered this question once, but I got to answer it because it's a great question. So my top 3 is going to be, in no particular order, Dimir, Golgari, Azorius. Azorius I love for the counter spells and the control. I do play Esper in Modern, so I guess Esper is kind of up there. It's in the mix, I guess. I don't know. I just have top favorites. I don't have one specific, I guess. I love Esper. I love Azorius / Esper. Golgari I love in Commander for its dredge and graveyard effects, and black I've just always loved, so any black guild is pretty good in and of itself. Rakdos, I love Rakdos for the sacrificing stuff. And then my last one would probably be Dimir. I love that one because you can use your opponent's graveyard. It's got so much control in it. You can get rid of your opponent's hands. Man, it is just a great combo, black and blue, and I think, in my opinion, it's always been the strongest one. Yeah, it packs a punch. I love Dimir, absolutely. Actually, I would probably say that is my favorite. Yeah, so let me know what your guys' favorite guilds are down below in the comments as well. And that's going to wrap up today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. It helps out a ton. If you want to leave a comment down below asking a question for the next time I do a Q&A, that would be awesome. I'll definitely shout you guys out if I use your question. And I probably would. MTG related or not, leave a question down below. Let me know what you guys want me to answer. I love these types of videos. It's fun to make. So I'll see you guys all in the next video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, like I said, please leave a like and subscribe. Helps out a ton. I'll see you guys later. Peace out. See ya.